Hi, and welcome to another meeting summary for Environmental Club. Today our meeting was on March 8th, and today we had some guest speakers come from the Citizens Climate Lobby. These particular guest speakers were from North Carolina, and they were all in high school, so we had some seniors, a junior, and a sophomore come speak to us. So it was really interesting to see people our age in groups making a difference. And before I start, I'd like to mention that because this was a guest speaker, I won't have any slides to be going through. I'll have a few at the end, but for the most part, I'll just be talking, and then I'll keep it on this Citizens Climate Lobby slide. So first, we did a Kahoot with them, and they just had some interesting facts in there that I'll share. One interesting fact from the Kahoot is that the global temperature has risen 1.69 degrees in Fahrenheit since 1880. And then after the Kahoot, they just started to talk about climate change in general, and they talked about how climate change causes extreme weather, like fires and hurricanes and floods, and extreme temperature changes. And they talked about how climate change is an issue of social injustice and social rights. And then they moved on to talk about an act or a bill that their group is trying to get passed, and it's called the Energy, Innovation, and Carbon Dividend Act. And with this act, they are trying to put a fee on fossil fuel producers, so then the polluters have to pay and not the consumers. And with this act, money would be distributed after they pay, evenly to every household in America. The fee is they want it to start at $15 per ton of carbon dioxide, and then that will increase by $10 every year. And they wanted the fee to be low because that makes the fee predictable, and energy companies can adjust accordingly, and there won't be a shock to the economy. I'm sorry about the little Chromebook icon in the middle. This is one of their slides I screenshotted, and it just proves that the bill is successful in decreasing fossil fuels, and it'll be good for the economy because jobs are created. 2.1 million jobs will be created over 10 years in local communities because of the improvement in the economy due to this bill. After that, we watched the Citizens Climate Lobby Introduction video, and I can link that in the description, so you can go ahead and watch that right now if you want, and I won't explain it. And then they talked to us about what we can do. And then they talked to us about what we can do to help make a change in what. And then they talked about what we can do to help make change. They talked about lobbying, which is influencing your elected officials on different issues. So you can contact your members of Congress and write to media like newspapers and encourage voting, because voting is what makes change. And you can join or found different organizations. You can join CCL if you're interested. I'll be putting links with their information below. And they mentioned that you can do something as simple as social media, posting on social media. They have a social media and Instagram account. You can tweet at your elected officials. And they gave us some great resources for writing to members of Congress. So I'll put it in the description, but they said that cclusa.org/write or /call Congress. That is their website, Citizens Climate Lobby. And those have great resources on how to write to your elected officials. And here's where to reach them. They have a YouTube channel. I will link all of these links in the description, and you can also find them on our Google Classroom. And that was it. We had discussions with them as well, and if you feel like you missed out, you can feel free to look at their websites to learn more about their organization. Thanks for listening to this summary. Our next meeting is on March 22nd, and there's information about it on the Google Classroom. But for that meeting, we will be going to Thomas Avenue for a trash cleanup. We're going to meet after school at 2:30 by the field house, and then we'll walk over to Thomas Avenue to pick up some trash. We need you to sign up on the Google Doc that I posted, just so we get an idea of how many gloves and trash bags we will be needing for the cleanup. And masks will be required, and we will be outside. So yeah, thanks for listening. Once again, our next meeting is on March 22nd.